Hello, my name is Thomas James Lampshire. I am an artist, a healer, and a teacher. And today we are going to begin the second part of an 11-part series teaching intuitive, internal, and abstract communication. In today's lesson, we are going to break down the three domains which make up the communication sphere. So the first domain is herd mentality. The second domain is microcosms, and the third domain is interpersonal connection. The first domain, herd mentality, is how we view the world in regards to the mass population and how we carry ourselves in that world. Microcosms are how we interact in very short experiences. That could be our connection with a cashier, that could be our connection with a server, or it could be being the server, communicating with lots of tables. And the third domain is interpersonal communication and connection. For me, I grew up on a livestock ranch in Western Colorado, observing animal behavior in the millions. I worked in the restaurant industry for 10 years, and I also now am a real estate broker and have been for the last 10 years, overviewing those three different domains of communication. For today's lesson, we are going to put a spotlight on herd mentality and understanding the two components that make up life for anything with consciousness, okay? Any animal, any human, anything like that. Those two components are identity and purpose. We require identity and purpose in order to formalize a conscious perspective of our life and to feel like we are fulfilled and we have a trajectory in which we are moving, okay? Purpose, it's a little easier, I would argue, than identity, because we can have a family, we can have a job, we can have a reason to survive outside of ourself. That is purpose. Being of service to your fellow human is purposeful work. Identity, on the other hand, it's a little bit trickier. Formalizing an authentic identity, and that's one of those words that's overused all the time, and I am constantly asking people, what does authenticity mean to you? For example, the opposite of authenticity to me is dogmatic or dogma, meaning that I make choices based on other people's results in life, perceived results. As an example, I'm at a party as a young person, let's say, and I see somebody that seems really happy, okay? And that person went to college, they had kids, they got married, and they bought a house. And because I, in that moment, am perceiving them as being happy, I course correct and I change all of my decision making to go to college, to get married, to have children, to get a job within that field, with the perception that I will be happy once those things are done. Okay, that is dogmatic behavior. Instead of formalizing a strategy which is authentic to me. So if you are struggling with your own identity, take a moment to sit down, grab a pen, split the paper into two, and on one side put identity and the other side purpose, okay? Purpose is ever changing. It can be renewed, it can be reinvented, it can expire and need to be re-inspired, okay? So when you have those two columns broken down, write down on each side what you identify with and what you feel like your purpose is at this time in your life. When I start each video, I start by saying, my name is Thomas. I am an artist, a healer, and a teacher, because I am declaring my identity and my purpose to you right away. My identity is artist, healer, teacher. My purpose is to create, to heal, and to teach. For today's takeaway lesson, I am going to offer some 2 mini exercises that have profoundly changed my life, that I have learned from the brilliant Joyce Appel, who is a phenomenal healer on so many levels. And I was inspired to do so from a hike that I went on yesterday from a dear friend, Catherine, who is a brilliant yogi here in Panama. And she had asked me, how does one love themselves? What a question. What an honor to be asked that by Miss Catherine. So 2 mini exercises that I can recommend to anybody that is trying to find healthy exercises to love themselves. One of them is very simple, and most people don't do it for their entire lives. At any point during the day, but especially when you have time to lay down at night, a nap during the day, somewhere when you're relaxed, hold your heart for a while. Try for 20 minutes if you can, past the point of uncomfortability. Get tuned in to that valiant muscle that is beating for you. And if you are feeling like the world, there are people in your life or the world is not reciprocating the same love, energy, and time that you are granting to them or it, think about how your heart feels about you. Your heart is this valiant muscle that beats for you. And a lot of people put their heart through a lot of hell. So by doing this, what you will do over time is there will be a physical response, and your body will start to return to a state of homeostasis and joy and happiness. And yes, self-love will become more tangible when you can hold your heart. The next expansion on this exercise is when you are speaking with somebody on the phone that you love so much and they make you so happy, or you are listening to a song on speaker per the previous lesson, take the phone and turn it towards your heart as you walk around the apartment having this conversation with this person or listening to this song. If this person or this song brings you joy and makes you happy and makes you feel loved, by turning that frequency and volume towards your heart, you are charging your body with that energy, and it will translate. This I know for sure. Have a beautiful day.